to a new video. In today's video, I got sent a little box from Poppy at Crystal Parade. Oh, I'm so excited to show you what's in here. Look at these in a minute. They are the cutest little pumpkin, like, blinging kits. They are, right, they've sent me, when Poppy showed me these initially, I was like, oh my gosh, she was going to send me one. And I was like, please, can I buy two? Because I wanted three. And she kindly sent me 2 extra. So that was really kind of her. Thank you so much, Poppy. But when you buy a kit, what you will get inside your kit is you'll get, there's about 6 or 7 colours to choose from as well. So you'll get your velour kind of pumpkin. I don't know if it's velour, but it's that really, oh, it's really cute. You get your crystals to match the colour. So like, for instance, if you went for this kind of aubergine colour, you'd get dark amethyst. There's zodiac crystals, dark amethyst. Look at that. They already started that one. I'm going to add some more to that one though. And then for the orange one, you get topaz. I just felt like the purple one, the green one, and the orange one went really well. So in the kit, you'll get your pumpkin, you'll get your crystals, you will get a wax pencil, a crystal tray, and a little tube of gem tack. The gem tack is plenty. I done all 3 pumpkins and I had loads left over. So yeah, I'm going to bling up. Oh, I'm going to bling up all of the pumpkins today. But well, 2 of them. Plus I'm going to add some extra to that 3rd one that they'd already done. So look, you pick up your crystal. Look, I was just demonstrating what you do, but you need to put your glue on first. So this is the gem tack. It comes obviously sealed, right? So inside the lid, what am I doing? Inside the lid, it comes with a precision applicator. That's what I'm going to call it, right? So the outside of the lid, you poke this bit here, you poke the tube onto that and it opens up the seal. Obviously pop your applicator end on and then you are literally good to go. I started on this one. I wanted to add lines down each of the pumpkin segments. Right, so there are 8 segments and you get 100 crystals for each pumpkin. So that works out at 12.5 crystals per segment. So depending on what you want to do. I also added way too much gem glue here. Sorry, gem tack. And it wasn't until I started. I know, can you see, like, I'm putting mine really close together because I've done a line of gem tack. So if you want them a little bit more spaced out, I'm just going to grab, what do you call it? A dotting tool. And I'm just going to remove some of that gem glue because I put way too much on. I was trying to just sort of spread it out a little bit. I'm going to take some and I'm going to start on this segment. You kind of have to, what's the word? You kind of have to, I can't think what the word is. You'll quickly get used to how much gem glue you need for these. Just, I would suggest not going too mad initially like I did. You've also got time to work as well. So this is white, but it does dry clear. So you're not going to see the glue, the gem tack. And do bear in mind that if you do put them close together like this, you are going to go through more crystals than if you space them out slightly. So if you want to go down all of them, you probably need to space them out because I'm not sure that you... Would you get 12? I can't see how many crystals there's on there already. Yeah, you probably won't get all the way down to the bottom of that segment with just 12 crystals or 12.5. Not you can split one in half. Anyway, look, I'm going to speed through this. I'm going to speed up. Right, so now I've done these 4 segments, I am going to finish all the other segments off and then we can start the next part. So because I had some crystals left over, I decided to just take my gem tack and I'm going to add 2 dollops each side near the top, sort of like on the top third. Is it the top third or the top quarter? On each segment, I'm going to add 2 extra crystals. If you're going to add your crystals individually, you're going to want to do little dollops like this. I added too much again on some of them. This one almost reminds me of a crown. It's like the pumpkin's got a crown. I'll link these, I'll put the link to these down in the description box for you so you can go straight to them. You can also save 10% using my code NATMUG10, which I'll leave down there as well. So I was going to leave it like that, but I had just enough crystals just to add. I'm going to add quite a lot, a bigger blob, because I'm going to add crystals in between the segments, which is a quite awkward place to put crystals. So I'm going to add a little bit more gem glue than I normally would, because it's kind of filling in the gap a little bit, and I want to make sure that the crystals stay where, you know, stay put. So I'm just going to gently push the crystals in between the segments. And I think I was left with 3 crystals as well. I had 3 crystals left over. There we go. So I'm going to leave that to dry. You won't see the white bits, but we're going to move on to the next one. So this kind of aubergine-y purpley one, they've already done like one segment had a smaller line going down, and the other ones were longer lines going down, but the longer lines, they seemed to do like here, they kind of started close together at the top, and then it was like they scattered them more at the bottom. So I'm going to add, I just love this colour. This is the most gorgeous pumpkin ever. Bear in mind as well that this one, they'd already started, but they sent me a packet of 100 crystals. So you probably won't have enough crystals to do what I'm doing here. Also, this segment, they kind of went off slightly to the side. So this segment looks a little bit wonky. But it gives it character. So for this actual design, I'm literally just going to finish sort of what, I mean, you can leave it as it is. I just like crystals and I wanted to add more. So that's what I done. You'll also notice that as I progress around this pumpkin, I just add dots with a bit of a gap between them. It still gives a kind of like full, look here, look, I've started to add the dots. I feel like this is a better way of doing it than doing the lines, because look, you still get like lots of, there is a little bit of a gap between them, so it will spread the crystals out more. The crystals will go further. Can you see what I mean? It's kind of like scattered as you get down the bottom. So I felt like maybe I should leave a little bit of a gap between them. But yeah, each to their own. You'll have to let me know. Also, which is your favourite out of the ones that I've got? Purple? Would you call this purple or aubergine? I'd call it aubergine. Do you prefer the aubergine one, the green one, or the orange? Oh, hang on, we haven't done the orange one yet, so don't answer yet. Wait until the end. I love doing this as well. I find this really therapeutic. The reason I asked if I could buy 2 more of them was because I thought they'd make really nice like props for when I photograph my autumn nails. Right, we're on to our last segment. You're probably thinking, thank goodness, because you're waffling on. It's taking ages. It's not really taking ages. I actually got through these really quickly. It doesn't, they're fun and they're quick to do. So I'm going to leave that one like that with just the lines down each of the segments. And look, oh my gosh, I literally love these so much. And then for the orange one, so you'll notice they've all got different names. Like this one is the Horrible Orange Pumpkin Kit. And then there is, hang on, I've got to find the names. There's Poisonous Purple. Oh, it sounds horrid. And I don't know what the green, I think the other one was Screaming Green. I'm not quite sure. I think that's what it was. But this one I decided to do a scatter, like a scatter placement. So this was my first, I felt like I put way too much on there. So I moved some of the gem tack over to the other segment. And again, as I said before, you do have lots of time to, it doesn't take forever for it to start drying. I kind of want to say 20 minutes, but that gives you plenty of time to work. You know, you got loads of time. Loads of time. You could even do all your dots all the way around the pumpkin and then start adding the crystals. Like, that's probably how long you've got, like maybe even longer. If you see on that first segment, there was a gap on the right, so I made sure that I put the first crystal nearer the left side of this next segment. I wanted to make sure that they were all kind of equally distanced all the way around the pumpkin. And some of the segments were bigger than others, I noticed on this pumpkin. So one segment might have had like 9 crystals and one segment might have only had 7. It's funny because the other pumpkins seemed more equally segmented. That's not the word. There we go. That is the last crystal placed. So you have to let me know down below which is your favourite colour out of the ones that I've got. Don't forget there are about 6 or 7. And which is your favourite crystal placement I've done on these? I'd be interested to hear. So I'm going to leave these to dry for, well, this is them the next day here, and they are looking absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love them so much. So I'm going to leave the link to these down in the description box. Don't forget you can save 10% using my code NATMUG10. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. You can also become a channel member, but I'll put the information down in the description box for you. God bless. Love you all. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.